You guys have any question? Do you guys have any question? I think that's the first thing that you have any question? Any question in particular?
I've got a question for me. So, on a project, so let's say on a project you've got, if it's a really large scale piece of work, you've got an ADM, but you've also got release managers. What sort of dynamic is going to happen there? If sometimes the ADM would have covered releases, but they have a dedicated release team with their own release managers. Will it just be an interaction, or who takes the lead? And I know the ADM would obviously have to interact with them to say, right, this is my project, these are my releases and things. But how would that dynamic work exactly?
Okay, that's a very good question. All right. Like I said to you on Thursday when I was teaching you, I said to you that you have big organizations that would have release manager, and then they would have delivery manager. Release manager would work under the delivery manager, not reporting to the delivery manager, but release manager would need to take a cue from the delivery manager, because the delivery manager oversees what is happening. So release manager will be the one to prepare the release notes. He would ask the delivery manager, what and what and what do you want me to do? What are the things that, because the delivery manager takes a call on, okay, this is what is going, this is not going. Release manager will coordinate with the test managers, with different teams that have what they want to release. Release manager will ask them, okay, have you gotten approval? Has the delivery manager approved this? Has this done this? Has that done that? So it's the role of the release manager is based on the release. The role of a delivery manager is end-to-end management of the product from the beginning to the end. Can you see? Release manager has nothing to do when the team is building. He has nothing to do with the planning of the resources. It has nothing to do with timeline and things for the team, for the product. Do you get it? Delivery manager is the one that manages all of those. The release manager works with the changes that would happen for us to have a good release. We want to release, he manages the process of release. You know, I showed you the release process, right?
Yes.
Excuse me, guys. So he manages that process to see that, you know, there's what we call the heat map. There's all those things are things that he wants to look at. There are things that he wants to say, this is the cue. This goes first. This goes next. That comes after this. And all those things, he works hand in hand with the delivery manager. Now, he also wants to see that whenever we have released something, that we have proper handover. The development team must have good handover. To who? Who would they hand over to? I taught you last Thursday. Who would they hand over to?
Sorry, can you repeat that question? Who would the development team hand over to?
Yes, the dev team. Who are they going to hand over to? They finished developing the product. Who are they going to hand over to?
It goes to the release team, isn't it?
No.
No.
Release manager does not release. He does not do development work. He only supports the release to go live. It supports that process to make sure that there is no hiccups. We didn't release any rubbish into life. He arranges that. He works with the users. He works with organizes that. Yes. But when we say the product, we have finished development, or we've tested, we're putting it in live, who would they hand over to?
Product owner?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
No,
You guys will have to pay me specially for this then.
Oh dear.
I've missed that.
Because I taught
hand
you
over?
this on Thursday.
They've done all the testing, they've done all that.
They've done everything. Now the product is going live.
Yeah.
Who are they going to hand over to?
The system support for BAU. Not sure. I'm guessing now. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because I thought it would go to the system, the support teams. But that's
exactly
after it's released. But I thought that was after it's released.
Once it's released, those are the people, that's what I just said to you.
Okay.
Once they've released the product, it goes to the support team.
Oh, right. Okay.
They hand over to the support team.
So the release manager is managing any hiccups, but it's the support team.
No, the release manager manages the release.
Okay.
He doesn't manage, he's not the one that will manage the product once it's live. Once the product is live, except when they don't have enough resources, except if it's an organization that is small, that is just an upcoming organization. In big organization, you have the support team that takes over from the development team. So if anything goes wrong with that product, they are the one that will face the music. Not that they will call back the development team to come and be working in live. I hope that's not confusing to some of you.
No, that makes sense.
The grammar is too much for some of you, right?
Sorry, Femi. Please, I know you have a bit of code, but can you please repeat the last bit again from where you said it is they hand it over to the support team?
Okay. When a development team has done all their work, they finish developing, all right? Everything is going smoothly now. They finished. Now, once they deploy and they release, they release and they give it to the support team. Every organization that is big has what we call the support team. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, Femi.
The support team is the one that will take over from them if anything goes wrong in live. Because don't forget, they've done their own, they've done the development, and now they are through, they've released it to live. They'll leave it to the support team to carry on. So they have to hand over to the support team.
Okay, thank you.
Does it make sense now?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Thank you. Femi, I'm not sure if you're talking, but you're on mute.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that clear now, guys?
Yes, Femi.
It's clear, I understand.
Any other question? Still live. I brought food. I'm listening, guys. Any question?
So, Femi, if there's a big team, is it possible to have, like, say, something like Safe or Scrum of Scrum? Would it be possible to have something like 2 delivery managers in such a situation? or 2 delivery managers, release managers, and things like that. Is that a possibility?
Sorry, say that again. I didn't catch
So I was
that.
saying, so
Possibility.
we were learning about Scrum of Scrum and or
Uh-huh.
the safe. So my
Mm-hmm.
question was, in a scenario like that where it's like a large project, large scale, complex project,
Mm-hmm.
is it possible to have like 2 delivery managers, for instance, and a release manager? Is that sort of thing possible in a Scrum, a big Scrum of Scrum or
In an
safe?
organization, you could have as many delivery managers as possible.
Right.
In my organization, at least the delivery managers that I know in my organization, I know that I relate with, there are more than 10.
Wow.
Because there are various programs.
Right. Right.
If you are working in a bank, guys,
Mm-hmm.
within bank only, you have insurance team, you have mortgage team, isn't it? You have direct debits, you have credit card, those are different products. You can't mix things up, can you? Are you planning to mix things up?
No, you can't.
So they will have different delivery managers managing the delivery of those products. Does that make sense?
Yes, it
All right.
does. Yeah.
Aha. So that's just the way it works. So you won't say it's going to be one delivery manager to an organization. No, not at all. You have many of them. You can have so many of them. So you will be many in your organization. All right? Any question? You guys, you have blank check now. You are not using it. Are you all hearing me though?
Yes, Femi, we
We
can
can
hear you.
hear you.
Okay.
Can hear you.
Okay. So any other question?
In some organizations, the final question, in some organizations, do you just have can an ADM, for instance, play the role of a Scrum Master as well if they don't have a Scrum Master?
I believe I've explained this several times. If you work in government organization as an ADM, you are a Scrum Master. Then they will now have delivery lead. And some organizations also do that. So it depends on the way the organization operates. Some would employ you as a delivery manager, but you'll be doing the role of a Scrum Master. They just expect more from you as a delivery manager because they know that you have better experience than that of a Scrum Master. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So you are qualified to be a Scrum Master and to be a delivery manager. Okay.
Okay. And so another question around actually in a workplace, would you recommend for like a first ADM role or first Scrum Master role to take a contract or a full-time employment role? What's your recommendation for a first job?
It depends. For you to build, depending on what you put on your CV, for you to be able to build your career and to be able to play safe, you might want to do contract a little bit. Permanent will pay you better because you'll be safe. So they say. it doesn't mean you are safe. If you don't deliver, even in permanent, they will chase you off. But problem with permanent is that they would be doing 5 years or minimum 4 years checks on you. They will want to, whatever you've put on your CV, they want to go back to check. If you have people that will support whatever you've put on your CV for the last 5 years, then it's safer for you to go permanent than to go contracting. But if you know you may not be able to get 5 years, what's it called? Reference.
No, reference.
If you are not able to get 5 years reference or 4 years reference that you have put on your CV, then you are better off with contract. Because with contracting, they wouldn't need more than 2 years or maximum 3 years reference. Some contracts don't even bother. They will just take one person or two individuals that can reference you, that they're happy.
Okay. So just leading on from that question then, if say you have more transferable skills from other roles rather than say an ADM role, how do you then, in terms of the reference, yeah, I don't know, what's your advice on that? I know we're recording, but yeah, just a question.
These are skills that people pay for.
Yes.
We do this specially when it comes to that, because your CV will need to be assessed. I'll need to look through your CV and be able to advise you how to go about it. So it's not something that I'll do on the general place.
Okay. All right. I can reach out to you on Telegram or something, can't I?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Anyone else? It's okay if you don't have questions. At least I have like 25 minutes left to go and rest. Do you have questions?
And I don't know, I can't remember if you've answered this, Femi, sorry, it's the last week. So I'm going to take a PSM 1 certification, and I think you might have covered it, but I can't remember. So please help. Would you recommend any other certifications to start off with other than just PSM 1?
PSM is good. If you can do advanced safe Scrum Master, do it. If you can do product owner, do it. If you can do agile project management, do it. But once you do PSM, it covers you.
Okay.
For ADM, they will need you to have project management experience. And that's why I would suggest that you do agile project management. You can actually take, these people do it. Prince 2 does agile project management now. You know that.
Okay, no, I didn't know. No.
There's Prince 2 agile project management. They've been doing it for years, actually. I remember I did that about 7 years ago or something like that.
Okay.
And I did the not just the basic one, I did the advanced one. Right.
Okay.
So once you've done that, then some other certification you might want to consider will be ITIL. You know about ITIL, right?
No, what's that?
Okay. Just read up about it. It has to do with service. ITIL. ITIL. ITIL.
ITIL. Okay.
Hmm?
Okay. That's good.
Any other one? It seems everybody's full. You've all eaten more than enough.
I don't know about that. I think we didn't realize this week this session was our last session. So
You thought there'll be more.
yeah, on Thursday.
Congratulations.
No,
I asked
thank you.
all of you to go and study SAFE. Did you
Yes.
study it? No. You didn't even open it. So I was stressing myself, showing you all those things, right?
I think it's been an intense 3 months for me, and we're just, and I speak for myself, just on the final lap right now. I actually have an interview this week, tomorrow, and I wasn't going to join this session, but when they said it was the last one, I was like, okay, let me at least come. So
Oh,
the
good.
focus is, yeah, it's not agile delivery manager role though, something else that I'd applied for some time back.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought I will go for it while I'm still sorting out my certification and other things as well.
Don't wait for certification before you start to apply. All right?
Really?
Keep
Okay.
applying. Just keep applying. Just keep applying. All right?
But if they ask for certification though,
Then you quickly do it.
okay.
You quickly do it. It doesn't take long.
Hi, Femi.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So my question is, if we don't, what other roles can we go for if not the Scrum Master or Agile Lead?
You can go for project management role.
Okay. So does that mean we need to have an understanding of the waterfall?
But I've taught you. There's
Or
nothing, most company that will tell you they want project manager now, they still want agile. They want to hear you talk of agile. That's the really strong point for you.
right. Okay.
The reason I taught you waterfall and agile is because I want you to be marketable more than just concentrating on one side. I want you to be double-edged sword. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So even if we go for this project management roles you're talking about, and then you would then recommend that we do the like you were saying, the agile project management certification as well.
It will
Just
help
to,
you.
okay.
All right. You can also do PMO. You can do PMO role. For those of you that likes administration, you can do PMO role. Those of you that ladies always like administration. So you can work in an agile PMO.
Okay.
You
So,
get what I mean?
but to work, so just to, as PMO, to work in sort of an agile, you said agile PMO, does that mean that those skills can still be transferable to move into ADM at some point? Or you
Absolutely.
stay within that space as an agile PMO? I don't.
Your skill is
Skill set is
transferable.
transferable, isn't it? Okay.
I'm just telling you that there are different roles you can do.
Another
That's
way
what I'm
in.
saying. I'm just telling you, for me, people call me for all sorts of roles. People call me for product owner's role. People call me for product manager role. People call me for director's role. People call me for whatever you can name it, developer, tech lead, because of the things that are on my CV. You get what I mean, right?
Yes.
So you just make yourself sellable. That's all.
That means you have different CVs for this different roles.
But then,
Would you need different CVs for me for these different roles?
no.
Okay, so same CV.
Mhm.
So as you grow, if you have a mix of core PM skills, agile methodology, not just the certification, but you have the certification and the experience, you kind of broaden your prospects as to the type of roles you can go for
Absolutely.
across that
I'm
whole.
an agile coach. I'm
Yes.
an agile coach. I'm a delivery manager. I'm a senior project manager. And I do all those roles. All right.
Yes. Okay.
So you never want for work then, Femi, because you can go for any of this role.
That's life, right? So you build up to it little by little. Hmm?
Yeah.
The good thing for you guys is you have somebody that is working in the industry training you, which is unlike many trainers that you find around that are not working. They are only training because some of them have lost jobs for many years. They've now resulted into, let me start training people. So we have loads of people training people, but they don't have jobs themselves. Do you get it now? Hmm?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
So it helps you to be able to know exactly what's happening in the industry in real time. Hmm? Just make good use of it. That's all. There's no rocket science. There's nothing anybody else is doing that you can't do. Can I come? Hmm. Do you get what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
There's nothing anybody is doing that you can't do.
It just seems like a bit of a journey from the start, but I think, like you said, little by little, you build on it. But yeah.
I know, but it's a process. Life itself is a process, isn't it? Rome wasn't built in a day, was it?
No.
Hmm?
No, it wasn't.
Rome wasn't built in a day. So you keep building and you keep building and you keep building. And later, in the next 2-3 years, you look back and you say, whoa. You see what I mean, right?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Another question, Femi.
Mm-hmm.
What would you suggest or advise for us to start looking for jobs? When, in terms of the month, in terms of the period?
You need to start looking for a job now. Otherwise, you will forget what you've learned. The more fire you face at interviews, the better for you. It pushes you to go back and study more. But if you leave it and you forget what you've learned, you would have to learn all over again. And you don't want that, right? Is that what you want?
Absolutely.
No. No.
Mhm. So you need to face the devil now. Let the devil start fighting, and you too, you fight the devil. That
I
makes
guess
sense, guys?
it does. I guess you having taught us, you you feel like we're ready. Whereas we, I guess I speak for myself, looking and thinking, am I ready? Am I ready to apply for jobs? But I guess we
That's
have
why you need.
a great coach and teacher in you, Femi. So we've got to
Yeah,
trust.
that's why you need mentoring, to be honest. That's why you need mentoring. I told all of you, your learning journey has just begun.
Yeah.
So you get your CV together, post it out, face the fire, come back, go back again, face the fire, go back. You need a mentor to talk to say, this is what I've done. This is how, then the mentor will be able, no, don't do it like that. There's a difference between the theory and the practice of life.
Yeah.
True.
One thing is, you don't fail backwards, you fail forward. You keep failing forward. All right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. Okay?
Okay.
Take care, guys. If there's anything, let me know. All right?
Okay, we will do.
I get
Bye.
well soon as well.
Pardon?
Get well soon.
I
Yeah.
get well soon.
Soon as well.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
All right.
Bye.
Cheers. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.